Are India and Pakistan preparing for a naval face-off in the next war? That's the unspoken question hanging in the air after a 4-day conflict between the two nuclear-armed neighbours nearly spiralled into something far worse. While missiles flew and artillery pounded the ground, their navies watched, silent, but far from idle. On May 30th, just weeks after a ceasefire was announced, India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh stood aboard the aircraft carrier INS Vikrant, staring into the Arabian Sea. Wearing a Navy cap with the letter R, he issued a clear warning to Pakistan. The Navy hadn't even been activated, he said, and yet it had tied down Pakistan's army. Imagine what happens when the Navy speaks. Pakistan didn't take that lightly. Within 48 hours, the Pakistan Navy announced a sweeping naval exercise across its ports and harbours, focused on asymmetric threats. The timing wasn't a coincidence. This was message sending at sea. The recent hostilities, India's Operation Sindoor, and Pakistan's Operation Banyan Mahsuz, followed a brutal attack on Indian civilians in Kashmir that killed 26. India blamed Pakistan-backed militants. Pakistan denied it. But what followed was the deadliest clash between the two since 2019. Airstrikes, artillery exchanges, over 50 dead, and the world on edge. But the navies, they shadowed each other in silence. Satellite images confirmed that INS Vikrant was deployed to the Arabian Sea within hours of the attack. Pakistan mobilized its own fleet. A Turkish warship even docked in Karachi. Both sides were ready, but restrained. It wasn't always like this. In the 1965 war, Pakistan sent submarines and warships to strike the Indian coastal city of Dwarka. It was a symbolic mission, aimed at radar stations near a sacred Hindu temple. The Pakistan Navy returned unscathed. India, back then, was still developing its sea power. But in 1971, the tide turned. India launched Operation Trident and Python, devastating Pakistan's naval assets and fuel storage in Karachi. The submarine Ghazi, Pakistan's pride, sank off India's east coast. The Indian frigate ENS Kukri was lost, torpedoed by Pakistan's Hangar, killing over 170 sailors. Since then, their naval doctrines have diverged. India is building a blue water navy designed to project power far from home, supported by aircraft carriers, nuclear submarines, and deep partnerships with Russia and the US. It's a global ambition, aimed at asserting dominance in the Indian Ocean and beyond. Pakistan's navy is leaner, more defensive, and heavily reliant on coastal submarines. It focuses on protecting its trade routes, 95% of which run through the sea. With China and Turkey as its main naval partners, it lacks the scale of India's fleet, but not the intent to defend. According to global defense analysts, India operates 29 major surface combat ships, including 2 carriers and 12 destroyers. Pakistan has no aircraft carriers or destroyers, but it holds 8 submarines and 11 frigates. So what happens next? Singh's statement wasn't just about past glory. It hinted at a future where India might not keep its navy in reserve. A future where missile-carrying warships and stealthy submarines become the first strike tools, not the last resort. Maritime experts warn that once ships engage, escalation control breaks down. If even a single missile hits a ship or a coastal radar, we're no longer talking about skirmishes. We're talking about war, possibly even nuclear war. Analysts believe India might continue its current playbook: rapid strikes, ambiguous tactics, plausible deniability. But targeting Pakistan's naval bases, especially in Karachi, could provoke a full-scale response. And both sides know it. So, are India and Pakistan preparing for a naval war? They aren't saying it out loud, but they're rehearsing the answer. Like this video? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive into global flashpoints and forgotten front lines. Every subscription helps us keep reporting from the edge of world affairs.